Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Muna and happy new month. It's February, it's a month of love. I hope you give out love out there. It could be your spouse, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your lover, it could be family, it could be your friends, it could be a stranger you just meeting on the way. Well, shall give out love this month because it's a season of love. Show love, be kind, you know, be nice to people. That's all I can say. So welcome back to my channel, and if you're seeing my face for the first time, I'm a new YouTuber based in Asaba. Welcome again. So it's story time today. Yes, I know my face is not that bright because I've been really sick, but I'm getting better anyway. Thank you guys for the likes, thank you for the comment, thank you for sharing my videos and everything you've been doing for my channel. God bless you all. So guys, like I said, it's story time today. I'm not actually good in telling stories and all of that, so if you're hearing sound, it's just my house is just on the road, and definitely cars and bikes will be coming in any moment. Yeah, so please bear with me. So I'm not really a story person because I don't know how to tell stories anyway. Or this story or the gist I'm about to share with you people, it's something personal to me, and I just feel I should just you know um say it out, or should just tell my part of the story and for people to learn and all of that. So please bear with me because I might not really get into details, and I don't want my emotions to be everywhere. So I'll just be specific and direct. And I actually do not want this story to be I don't actually do not want this video to be too long. So let's dive into the gist of today. Okay, so like I said, this is my story. Yes, about my relationship, about my relationship anyways, and I just wanted to just put out there, maybe for me too, it's like a healing process for me. I know like it happened last year, but I'm healed, yes, but putting out there is also like a help for me too. It's also for me to like heal from all of it totally. And I'm not someone that would always want to talk about my exes or whoever I had relationship with in the past, but this particular one hits. I won't say it hit me so bad. This particular one made me question myself, and that was why I had to just share. And sharing this, I don't want to like it's not like I'm sharing to bring back memories or whatever. I'm sharing because I want to be free. I'm sharing because I want people to learn too. I'm sharing because I need people to not make excuses for men. Yes, I said what I said. Okay, so the story is I would use, let me just say, okay, I met Mr. N. Yeah, I'll use Mr. N. So I met Mr. N in 2018. Yeah, I met him 2018, and we became friends. So along the line, it was like a distant friendship anyways, because he wasn't staying in the same city that I was. And that 2018 we didn't really see, but we were always like talking on the phone, video call, chat and everything. So 2019 we happened to see each other, and it was all good and nice, everything beautiful and all of that. And getting to meet someone you haven't met before, personalities differs. Like, I mean, the way the person would be on video, on chat or video with you, seeing that person facially or seeing that person physically is different from videos. There are people that maybe on videos, on calls, on chats, their vibes is very contagious. They have this good energy, and stuff. And when you meet them on off social media, they are different person entirely. And to me too, I think it does happen to me too. I have this energy when it comes to calls. Like if I'm talking to someone for the first time, they'll be like, oh Mona, your energy is so contagious, oh Mona, your vibe is good. But meeting me for the first time, the vibe might be a little bit toned down because I'm actually an introvert person, so I might not really be everywhere with you when you meet me um offline. So that was that. So we met and everything was nice. Like the way he was on social media was the way he was offline and all of that. And we started off, I told you we met 2018 and we were friends. And when we finally see 2019, we became more than friends. We started dating. He asked me out and we started dating. But we still not in the same city, but we'll see when we can and all of that. So fast forward to 2020, he told me of intentions, like he wants this thing to be more than just a relationship. He wants to get married. If I'm gonna lie, I really do like him, love him. Let me know he's like, I really do love him, and I felt he does too. As of then, he really do. So we started making plans and stuff. He told me his intentions. He doesn't want friendship. He doesn't want a relationship anymore. I just he wants to get married, and I was ready, and he was also. So we started making plans on how he's going to see my family, how I'm going to meet his family, and all of that. So it happened December 2020. Yeah, we traveled for Christmas, I and my family, and he told me he wanted to come to my village to see my parents. I declined it because I came from a very strict family, and I'm very very close to my mom. Don't get me wrong, as in I'm very very close to my mom. I tell my mom everything, and my mom knows about that relationship, but my dad doesn't know. And I can't bring a stranger or can't bring someone to my house without not letting my dad knows. That's how like it works for us. So along the line, I let him know that I'm a bit scared because I don't know how my dad is going to take it, because I haven't told him about Mr. N. And he was like, okay, no problem, maybe you should come over to mine, because actually he was telling me that they had a festival and he wanted me to just visit and be come for the festival and all of that. I was like, okay, fine. So I traveled down to my village to his, that period it wasn't so far, like 30 minutes journey or so. So I traveled to my village to his, and we when I went to his place. So even when I was going for that travel, I had an accident. I don't know, I lost my phone. I would have like show you my everything I'm saying here. I would have been showing my receipt, like evidence and all of that, but I lost that phone, so I don't have all the evidences to back up whatever thing I'm saying here. But then this is my truth. So I had an accident, but I still continued that journey. And when I got there, I was rushed to the hospital. I got treated and all of that. His parents welcomed me. They were nice people. When I mean nice, they were really nice people, especially his dad. They welcomed me, were happy to see me and all of that. I think I spent just 3 days there, and after, like, the last day I was supposed to leave, I had the deep conversations with the parents. They called Mr. N, they sat us down, and we had a father, mother, kids conversations. And they asked me some questions, they asked me deep questions, and I replied and all of that. So I left. So when I left, communication was still good from his parents. They never stopped calling, because we exchanged numbers, never stopped calling. So when he engaged me, I said yes, obviously, because that was the love of my life. I said yes to him and all of that. So apparently 2 days before 2 days before that engagement, I was with him. His phone rang and he picked it. And I'm gonna be sincere with you guys. Anytime I'm with him, I don't see a girl calling him. I don't see him making calls with girls. I don't see. I've never like suspected him of any infidelity or cheating or whatsoever. I have never. And that is my truth. I've never suspected him. But a few days before that engagement, someone called him, and the call was a bit sneaky for me. I'm a very sensitive person. I might not really talk. That is me. I hardly even talk. I might not really talk, but I'm a very sensitive person. Like every movement you do, every step you take, I see them, I feel it. I might not get to talk about it. So that call was a bit sneaky for me, and I never questioned it. I didn't ask him who was calling, because I do not have rights to actually ask him who was calling. So I felt somehow about that call, and I was restless. So at night I woke him up and I was like, babe, who called you? And he was like, oh, it was a friend of his, an old friend. The girl needed money for a surgery and blah blah blah, and she was begging him for money. And and I'm like, okay, so did you give her? He said, yeah, that you just give the little one he can. I was like, okay, that's nice. And that was it. So after the engagement thing, we were in the hotel or where we did engagement. So we didn't go home. We obviously, he doesn't stay in a way. So anytime he comes, he stays in the hotel. So we were in the hotel where we did the engagement thing. That was 2 days after an engagement. And I think I was playing music. I was just listening to music, playing music, like, and he dropped his phone. Mind you, I don't go through people's phone. If I'm dating you, I don't go through your phone. You would, if you want to go through my phone, that's fine, but I don't go through your phone. I don't want to see something that will just break me, because I'm actually an emotional person and I'm a crybaby, and I don't just want to feel bad or anything. So he left his phone on the bed and he went to the restroom, and that was just unlike me. I don't know what pushed me, and I don't know what pushed me. And I was like, okay, let me go through his phone. Guys, I went through his phone. That phone wasn't locked. I went through his phone. Guys, what I saw, and I noticed that because we've had arguments in the past and I know how he behaves. So each time that there's an argument or something, he knows how to defend himself. Like I told you, I'm not a talking type of person, and it's not like I don't know how to defend myself, but because I hardly talk too much, in the heat of an argument, you might see me crying, not because I can't defend myself, because your voice is already higher than mine. So I don't know how to express how I feel as at that time. So I quickly munched the charts, munched the evidences that I saw, and I sent it to my own phone, deleted the chat from his phone, and I kept quiet. And in my heart I was boiling, and at the same time I was saying, baby girl, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You need to breathe. Just take a chill pill, breathe, don't react. That was what I was telling myself when I saw those things, because I know like a normal person would have overreacted, or maybe would have done something drastic. But I kept on reassuring myself that, baby girl, you need to breathe, you need to take it easy, you need to stuff like that. So I just stood up from the bed and I started packing my things. So as I was packing my things, he came inside the room, and he saw my sin, and he was like, why did you go through my phone? You don't have right to go through my phone. I said, oh God, that is not what we're talking about. You need to defend yourself right now. Who is this girl? God, I don't even know how to react. I really do not know how to react that day. What I saw broke me in 2 pieces. I begin to question myself. I begin to ask myself if, I don't know what to say. I begin to ask myself if, I'm sorry guys, And then he goes, it's not what you think. Why you like this? It's not what you think. I need to explain to you. It's nobody. That's the same girl I told you that called me because she was sick. And I said, the same girl you told me you do not have anything to do with. Guys, mind you, this particular girl now was his ex way back uni. Did you know, like, way back uni, his ex way back uni? And then he's still talking to his ex, and this guy has the mind to propose to me, has the mind to tell me he loved me, has the mind to even go to my family to tell them of his intentions. That broke me into pieces. And I was like, the same girl you told me you do not have anything to do with, this is it. Guys, what I saw in that chat, it was a game over for me. It was like, you know what, I was done with this. No, I can't continue. And then immediately he called his cousin, because he had this big cousin that was staying in that city. He called his cousin came over. He was begging me, because I wanted to just leave. He was begging me, you need to calm down, you know, because I and the cousin were really, really close. He was begging me, you need to calm down, Mona, this is not what it is. Calm down first, just take a cheap pill, we'll sort this thing out. It's not that deep. And I'm like, what do you mean? What is not deep? What is not deep? And then they try everything to calm me down, and of course I was calm. And the only thing I told them was, if you guys don't want me to go, I won't share this room with this guy. And that's the truth. I will never share this room. Like this night, he's not going to sleep in this room, so he had to leave or I leave. So Mr. N was like, okay, I'll leave. And he left, and I slept. I couldn't even sleep that night. I was just thinking, my thought was everywhere. I was just thinking, and I was questioning myself. Is it that I wasn't good enough? Is it that I didn't show him love that I was supposed to show him? Is it that I wasn't this? Is it I was questioning myself all the freaking time? That made, like, I was questioning myself. And the next day I had to leave. He drove me, he took me to the park, and I left. When I got home, I didn't tell anybody all these things. I know, like, my siblings are following me. I know they're going to watch. My friends, they're following me. I know they're going to watch. I've never ever disclosed this with anyone before. They didn't know this deep part why we broke up. They didn't know all of this. I just told them, like, look at that was how we broke up. But I know they are going to be surprised hearing this from me for the first time. But then it is what it is. You know, when you see red flags from a guy, red flags, you know, when you see some certain things, you know you can't cope, but you keep making excuses for that guy. That was me. Yes, I'm blaming myself. I made a lot of excuses for him. Like he says it all the time, I was his biggest flex. I was someone who could tolerate his excesses. He had a lot of excesses. I don't even want to mention. He had a lot of excesses that normally that people can't cope with, but he's human, I'm human, and I have my own flaws, he has his own flaws, and that makes us unique in our own different way. So but I accommodated every of his excesses. I accommodated every of it, because I'm someone, I really do not know how to push people away like that until it gets so deep, or if it gets physical, or it gets to a certain stage that I can't take. That's when I will move, like I will run. So when I got home, I cried my eyes out. Yes, I'm a cry baby, proud one. I cried my eyes out, and I prayed. I said, God, I don't want to make mistakes. I know they say men cheat, men do this, men do that, but where their heart is, where their heart is. I don't want to make mistake in life. I don't want to regret anything in this life. I don't want to get married to this guy and I will regret ever getting married to him. I prayed constantly. I was, God, show me the sign. If this man is for me, let it go as your will. But if it's not for me, please give me a sign. Let me just move. I know he has already done this. He has already fucked up now. He has already messed things up, but there's still second chances and all of that. So that was my prayer, and that was my thoughts. And He begged and begged and begged for weeks. He was apologizing, and I decided to just let go. I was like, okay, let me just give him another chance. Let me just let go. Sorry, English don't be let me just let go. And that was it. We started talking again. We started trying to, build up everything again. And then 2021 August, we were supposed to do our introduction, and I think no, July we were supposed to do our introduction, and I shifted it. I woke up one morning, I was so disturbed in my spirit, and I called him. I was like, I don't want this what they call it, introduction to be this month. Let's shift it to August. And he was cool with it. So during August we did our introductions, and that was it. And then we were not planning for marriage, and the real banger now happened. I went to visit as usual, and this girl called again. Yes, the same girl he said he has blocked. It doesn't have anything to do with the game. After our first quarrel, the girl called again, and this time around, Mr. N has booked this girl's flight to come visit him in the town that I came to see him. He has booked this girl's flight to come visit him. I'm like, okay, maybe this is a game two can play. I don't know what it is, but let's see how this unfolds. Sorry. So I saw the message, I saw everything, even the money he sent. I munched it as usual, and I kept quiet. I didn't make a fuse, I didn't quarrel, I didn't even made him notice that there was anything going on. And then I left. After a few days I left. So when I left, I called him and I said, we need to talk. Yeah, I said we really need to talk. If we want this marriage to go further, we need to talk. And he said okay. And I said, I don't know if you can come to my city. And then he said he's busy, he doesn't know if he's going to come. And I was like, maybe you should make out time and come. And then 2 days later he called me and said he was coming to my city. I said okay, fine. He came into my city and he came to my house. We had a heart-to-heart conversations, and I gave him reasons why I do not want that relationship anymore. Whatever it is, I'm sorry, but I can't, because these things will keep repeating itself whether we like it or not, and I don't want to do it. Oga lie down for bed, lie down for floor. I'm sorry, he was crying. I can't leave you. If you leave me, I will die. If you do this, I will do this. If you do this, I will do this. And I said, bros, abeg, come dey go your house. You see this whole thing, I am done. It's not my heart that you're using to be playing Janglova, be playing tempe. It's not my heart. Please come and be going. That was how, after so many front and back, he left. And he left on the terms that I told him I was going to think about it and I'll give him my feedback. That was why he left. So he left. When he left, I called my mom immediately and I told my mom that I'll be visiting her, because my mom is my role model. Yes, my mom is someone that I tell things I can't tell anyone. I talk to my mom about it. She always give me the best advice. She will always pray for me. So my mom, but the whole situation that was going on, I never told her. But that day I called her. I called my mom and I told my mom that I will be coming to I want to come to her place. There's something I need to talk to her about. And she was like, okay, fine. So I traveled down to my mom's place, and when I got there, I told my mom, like, Mom, you're my mom. You gave birth to me for 9 good months, and I know you're not going to lie to me. I know you're not going to deceive me. I know you're going to be like, you want the best for me, right? I said, okay, I want to have a mother and daughter conversations. So I told my mom some few basic things. Like, I didn't go into detail. I told my mom gave me she gave me advice that she could give me as a daughter, and she still told me, have you prayed about it? Think about it too. If it's something you want to do, why not? So she told me whatever decision I take, she's okay with it and she wants me to be happy, and that was it. So that day, I'm someone that before something wants to happen, I feel it. I sense it. My instincts are always right. So that night I had a conversation with my mom. My dad came back and my spirit was like, talk to your dad, talk to your dad, talk to your dad, talk to your dad. And immediately I was saying, immediately my spirit was saying me, talk to your dad. My dad just quickly asked me, how are you? How is Mr. N? Hope you guys are cool. And I was like, yes, dad, we are fine. He said, are you sure? I was like, yes, dad, we are fine. And guess what? Mr. N called immediately. Called my dad. And my dad picked. And my dad said, oh, it's Mr. N that's called. My dad picked. And he was like, I said I was going home. If I've gotten home, that he has been trying to call me, I'm not picking. But I said that I'm here. Then I said, okay, something happened between us that he would need my dad to talk to me. So my dad was like, what happened? He couldn't go into like detail. He now told my dad said, okay, don't worry. This is night. When I wake up in the morning, we'll get to talk. For now, this night, I don't want to talk too much. So at night, tomorrow morning, I'll call you. We'll talk about it. So my dad came to meet me and asked me what happened. See, look at what Mr. N said. That was when I opened up to my dad that night. My dad was so angry with him. My dad was so angry with him because there was this question my dad asked him the first day he came to my house. Hope, if you, as you're coming, I don't want to hear you're going back. Let it be that you're coming and you're coming to stay. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any problem. I'm not a troublesome person. Don't create one for yourself. And my dad was so angry with him that night and all of that. And then in the morning, he called me. And I told him, okay, I've thought about the whole thing. And this is where I am done. Please tell me how to return your ring. And this guy flamed up immediately. You can't be done. You were just talking too much. And I said, hope you called your parents. Hope you told your parents. Please call your parents and tell them what I said. He said he can't call his parents. I was like, okay, don't worry, I'll call your parents. And I ended the call. And immediately I called his dad because I'm very close to his dad more than his mom. So I called his dad immediately and I told him what happened. I didn't like go into detail. I just said the man was quiet for like 30 minutes in that conversation. He was just breathing so fast. And I told him, Daddy, I love you and I will always care for you, even if I didn't end up with your son. And the man was like, Mona, I'll call you back. I don't, what you're telling me, I don't want to hear it. I'll call you back. And he dropped the call. I think the father now called the mom now called me. And I said, Mona, sorry, I'm speaking Igbo. She was trying to say, Mona, what am I hearing? You know, anything that gets spoiled, they will always fix it. There's nothing you can't fix. So calm down. We'll talk about these things. We'll have a way to fix it. Please calm down. Blah 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 blah. And I said, okay, ma, I've heard you. I don't want to start I don't want to start like telling her she's a mom. I don't want to start telling her, mommy, na lie. No, mommy is not. No, I said, okay, ma, I've heard you. And that was how I dropped the call. Few days later, Uncle, I started hearing stories. Uncle started telling people that knew us different stories entirely. Like he turned the table around that I was the one cheating, he caught me cheating, and blah 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 blah. When I heard the story like from like 3 different people, that got me really turned. That got me turned up because I'm someone, if I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I would never discuss you with anybody. I would never discuss you with anybody. And it's not like we're going to be enemies except you decide not to talk to me again. But I will never discuss you with anybody. For me to be hearing some things, and immediately I sent him a message. I said, please, oh God, I'll look for that message and put it on my screen. If I see that message, the message I sent to him, I told him, please, I don't want to hear anything. I do not want to hear my name outside this whole mess. Whatever happened. I've learned my lessons. I've moved on. Please, don't ever mention my name in your conversations. Don't ever try it. I never told people anything that happened. People that knew us, they've been calling, and I didn't tell them anything. Even the fact that you were the one that hurt me, you're the one that hurt me. I never told them anything. So why are you going turntable around telling people things that I never did? Please do not say that to me. And that was how I sent him that message and I blocked him. So that December period, I was really sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was sad for I'm not sad because I ended that relationship. No, I was sad because all my time wasted. the investment, whatever thing I did for that guy, he does say, he said nobody has ever done what he did for me. But you know, in life it is what it is. So I was sad for myself because of all the time I wasted, all the effort I put in that relationship, all the sacrifice that I made. But then I just realized that he wasn't for me after all, and that was it. So that really like taught me a bigger lesson in life, that no matter anything you're doing in this life, don't ever make excuses for anybody. Put yourself first. Your happiness, your peace is everything. Put yourself first. Don't ever make excuses for anybody. Be who you are. Be authentic. Don't ever cry over a spilled milk. Like, if a spilled milk, like, it happened, you've moved on. Yes, we are humans, we might be heartbroken and all of that, but that made me question myself. I questioned myself a whole lot of times. I thought I was the problem. I thought it was my fault. I keep saying sorry when I'm supposed to say sorry. I keep coming back when I'm supposed to come back, because I wanted it to work. And it wasn't anything that has to be with desperation or whatever. No. But thank God for everything. Thank God for where I am right now. Like, that was an eye-opener for me. Thank God for where I am right now. Thank God for my mental health. Thank God for like how I'm taking it one step at a time right now, because as at that time it wasn't easy for me. I'm always like, I'm always showing off as a stronger, but sometimes I break down too. So I'm just glad that it happened, and that gave me a different mindset about relationship, about love, about what I want, you know, and all of that. So guys, that was it. That was what happened. I hope this story didn't bore you. I hope this video is not long, because I'm trying to like cut the whole thing. I'm trying to cut it. I hope it's not that long, and I hope you learned one or two. Don't ever make excuses for any man. Always stand for what you want, no matter how they treat, no matter how it is. Don't allow any man to treat you like you're a second choice or second options, because I feel that was how I was treated. I was treated like a second option, but then it is what it is. And guess what? Few months back, my sister sent me a message, and I opened it. It was him. He was getting married to that same girl. He told me he had nothing to do with the same girl. He was saying some nasty things to me about. He's getting married to the girl, and that was it. Like, when I saw the message, when I saw the picture, I told my sister, oh, I wish him whatever thing he wish himself. And that was just basically it. And just for a few months later, you're sending someone to come and beg on my behalf. Like, how? I don't understand. Like, how? What happened to your wife? Are you not married to the love of your life? Why are you sending someone to come and beg on my behalf? Like, beg for what? Beg? Why? I don't understand. But that's just it. That's his business. I don't really care right now, because I'm happy where I am right now. I'm growing. I'm finding peace. I'm self-meditating, affirming. I'm happy. I'm with people that makes me happy too. I'm people that value me, people that respect, people that love me. So where I am right now, I'm actually chilled. Like, I'm chilling. So that's just it for now, and I hope this video teach us one or two, and I hope you learn from my mistake, because I'll call it my mistake. Yes, I know I know it wasn't wrong for me falling in love. I won't say it was wrong for me falling in love, but maybe I fall in love with the wrong person. Yes, but then it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Please, I hope you watch this video to the end. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please share my video. Please share my video. I really want to get to 100 subscribers this February. Please share my video and give this video a thumbs up, like a massive thumbs up. Thank you guys for all the love and the support. See you some other time. Bye.